Beginning of my that was the first test run of my M4. I will make a proper video later on to show everything that happened during the modification. I think that sounds pretty good. I'm very excited. Welcome everybody to my channel, and I want to just quickly bring across to you a review of the M4 exhaust that I spoke about. I am going to take this opportunity where I have a pretty good scenery around me to use as a vessel to convey the following message. I'm at close to Rand Airport. I've just had a breakfast there, and but getting to this, let's talk about what I've done here. So back to the CBF600S. This is going to be an interesting one to convey as a result of what's transpired. So for those of you that know my relationship with this motorcycle, excuse the wind, I want to try and do this as best as I can possibly do it under the circumstances. Has been an interesting one thus far. I've changed the exhaust to this M4, and I've got a feeling the catalytic converter might have been removed as a result of this maneuver. I hope it hasn't, but if it has, it's possible it has. If you are familiar with this bike, and by just looking at what I've done, this particular exhaust came from a source through the internet at very affordable prices, and I'm not switching it on now so that you can see what we're dealing with here. But the reality is the sound has come out a little noisier than I expected and anticipated. I have no clue what the decibel levels of this is, but I can guarantee it's not for the faint of heart. Now that's made the motorcycle very, very interesting, but I've got a feeling I might have to do something to bring it back to acceptable levels. So what I'm going to do is continue with what I promised I would, and is show you what this bike is now sounding like. Like I say, initially it all sounds good, but the reality is you're going to get it in a moment, you're going to hear it in a moment, and I hope I can bring you the rest of the footage, but I'm going to have to start talking as soon as it starts. So there you go. I'm not sure if my microphone is still holding after what it went through now, or after what I exposed it to. Is it true that I've picked up a couple of horsepower? I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. This bike has transformed into a volatile machine that has taken me to a level where I need to now learn how to ride it yet again. The performance characteristics of the motorcycle with this modification has certainly brought some changes, and I'm having to adapt. Is it faster? I don't know. All I can say is it certainly made a huge change. in the characteristics, in the behavior, in the patterns. I was accustomed to the bike performing in a certain way. I've had to completely adapt. There's no question about that. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful scenery, and yeah, there's the SAA Museum and the rest of Germiston, Alberton, L Road area. It's a water tank here, believe it or not. Didn't even know about this, but this is quite a cool area. So yeah, I'll cut this one short and bring to you the compilation of footage that I've managed to get, and I will keep bringing you information and updates on this particular bike. The one thing that I can certainly say confidently is, prior to my changing of the exhaust from the standard exhaust, is that the bike has some high-speed capabilities, and the braking that I complained about earlier on previous videos, particularly the back one, I take back what I said about it leaving it much to be desired. Not true. Following liter bikes around, I found that the behavior of the braking system on this bike has been absolutely outstanding. I'm talking about high-speed braking. It behaves a lot different to slow-speed braking. In fact, this whole bike just performs a lot better under high speed for some reason. It just becomes one with you, and for those of you that know this motorcycle well and have had the opportunity to take it to its limits, understand what I'm saying. So anyway, thank you for coming on board. I hope you like it. Please support my channel. We'll continue bringing the developments on the SV, on the CBF, 600. I've got the liter boys all excited now with this modification. I know the street cred has certainly gone up on this. I don't necessarily agree totally with just having a bike that has all the street cred. It's got to be able to be functional as well, and I'm still getting used to the idea that I have to put earplugs on this so that I can cope with the the whole mechanism. It's just at low RPM the decibel levels are a little excessive. I have to rev it a lot before it becomes acceptable. So anyway, like I said, thank you for coming on board. Thanks for supporting and watching my videos. I'm humbled by the subscribers. I never thought the channel would ever grow to where it is now. Who knows where it will grow still. In the meantime, it's just motorcycles. Thank you very much for coming on board, and God bless. Have a good afternoon, a good day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.